He hit him up on that Twitter post, and he was like, "Yo, bro, I got the bread. Let's just like link up, man. Just like let me get into Dreamville." And say, "Nah, bro, fuck the bread. I'll just do it for you because it's nice." Like J. Cole song.
Happy, well, yeah, guess what? Hey, well, yeah, okay, moist.
8 females, it's young Attila coming at you with Moist the Mixtape and Happy with Massive Faces. Well, young Attila basically does like every type of music in the contemporary scene, or what I'd like to think. You know, it could range from like really like in your feels R&B to like really aggressive, like no apologetic trap rap, like swag rap. So, you know, I try to keep it in line with the first album that I dropped, which is Mixing, because, you know, mixed kid, you know, go everywhere in the grayscale, and that's what I try to do. Or that's like the mission, I guess. And Moist the Mixtape, it's like, you know, really more towards the polarizing side of the aggressive rap. There's like no R&B at all on this tape. There's like a little singing, but that's more just to like get the, you know, effect across. And I really try to be as aggressive as possible on this one. Try to be as unapologetic, but, you know, have a message at the same time and not try to be, you know, disrespectful to anyone, you know, while being disrespectful at everybody at the same time. Moist the Mixtape is really like, it's not gonna sound like it at first, but it's all about respecting females. I'm gonna be straight. That's like mantra right up in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love females, and I'm pretty sure even females love females, you know what I'm saying? So just gotta like respect the form, the beauty, the everything, you know, the metaphysical, the physical, everything, you know. And that's what Moist, even like, that's even if it doesn't sound like it, but you know, nothing's like straight in art. I feel like if you just say like I love you girl, it doesn't really make much sense. But if you say like damn, like your eyes are like the water blue, make me submerge in it, you know, like that's deeper, some metaphorical stuff in there. So, you know, I try to like say, hey, what's up girl, you deserve some respect, and while also being like, damn, it doesn't sound like he's talking about that at all. It sounds like he's gonna do something that you don't want me to do. What inspires me to make music? I mean, it's probably still off of that last interpretation of like females, man. They get me going. Always in my bag about writing about something. Like in injustices, honestly. Like the fact that we have like a lot of fucked up shit, like panning towards different races, and me being a mixed kid and like not knowing exactly where it fit in that spectrum kind of like influences me too. You know, the grind of just like having to constantly work and like sell your soul or sell a product or whatever the fuck you have to do just to like make a living, even though all you really want to do is just make people happy through like, you know, your medium or like just your energy or, you know, just that stuff, you know, really just moving forward, progress. My musical inspirations like span from like bands like The Fall of Troy, which is like mathcore, all the way to bands like Green Day, which is like the beginning of my musical journey, I guess, or like The Offspring or whatever, and then to like contemporary artists like Ski Mask the Slump God and like XXX, or like Denzel Curry in particular with his new album is fantastic. R&B artists like Smino, he's not like superbly lit, but his album is fantastic, and all his songs, honestly. Jacquees just released a new album that was inspiration. Like R&B, aggressive trap rap, and like really good guitar players. Honestly, Animals as Leaders is like the biggest inspiration ever. Like 8-string, like unapologetic thumping, just that inspired like a huge ton of like my personal art, whether it was rock or trap or whatever. I have 2 projects, one Young Attila obviously, and then the second one is a math rock band called the Venus de Melos, but it's not really like a band, it's just me doing all the recording. And like it's funny because it's been around for a minute, but like every time someone like goes on the website or something, they just like don't realize that it's just a picture of me, and they're like, oh, who's the girl in the band, or like who's the drummer, like yo, let me get some info and stuff like that. And it's just so funny because I'm just always saying like, oh, it's just me, and then for some reason that gets people more impressed. But honestly, I'm just doing it because it's like hard to find people that like vibe one-on-one with your musical message. So, you know, like you put it all on yourself, you have no one else to blame for it. If it doesn't swim, it doesn't swim, you know. It's just like it's a little bit more freeing and liberating. And yeah, the whole thumping, tapping thing, like I was way into that before, but he really like through the thumping thing, like for a twist, like with the double thumps and like tapping at the same time. Like if you want to check out the Venus de Melos, Apple Music, Spotify, anything like that, like I have 3 albums up, you know, or just go on Bandcamp and just download that shit for free, like, you know, trying to spread the joy. I mean, whatever I do to find joy outside of music is just like, I don't know, stay active, try to like work out, eat right, you know, play video games from time to time. I'm trying to cut back because I'm trying to be more productive with life, you know, like it seems like I played a lot of video games when I was young and I'm trying to make up for the productivity now. And like, what is it? I don't know, chilling, smoking, obviously. I used to not drink, but I'm kind of getting back into it. I'm not like going crazy, but like I think red wine is like a good high for 3 hours. You could just enjoy anything, honestly. Friends, family, trying to go to the beach more. Just honestly like enjoying nature, trying to like focus and really dial in what's important. Like, you know, center yourself. Try not to look for like extremities outside of yourself to like ground yourself, because that, you know, will never lead to anything really. I remember one time I used to have to like, this is my spiel of explaining like what God was, and it was like, I definitely think God is like a female, 100%. Like, I don't know, it's just like really funny to me to like think every time someone says God, I just think about like this white guy in the sky with like a white beard, and just like totally throws off my thing. I just substitute the word universe for it. But that's usually like, I've been in churches before for like, you know, for females. and every time they would say like God or some shit, I would just put sub-universe in my brain, and it became a lot more of like an actual understandable message and a thing that I could actually get behind. But like, you know, outside of that, I just believe that like everything lives, breathes. Like plants definitely feel stuff. There's like atoms of like people connected from halfway across the world that are like interconnected. Like it's just crazy. Like everything is really connected. I don't know if there's a person or like a figure controlling all of this, but there's definitely like an entity that just has its like tendrils or tentacles or whatever the fuck you want to call it into everything. So, you know, like someone's steering something. I'm just watching and enjoying. I currently live on the Upper East Side, which is like around this area. We're in Central Park, if you don't know. But what was I gonna say? It's all right. The area is kind of like a little bit more of like chill. I came up from the Lower East Side for 2 years prior to this, and it was really fun. Like anytime you could step outside your door, just find like a party or like people that want to chill, like your age group, like either going to a bar, going to the park, walking their dog, whatever, you know, just like young kids trying to do their thing in New York City. But in here it's more of just like kind of relaxed and chill. Maybe that'll like affect like the R&B tape that I kind of want to release on like winter, or like the rock stuff that I want to keep releasing, but you know, like keep that on the low. But yeah, maybe it'll impact that a little bit. There's definitely a lot of weird occurrences too, also with moving here, with like people that are not supposed to be in your life being in your life. So it's a mystical place, the Upper East Side. Come, it's so close to Harlem. It's like we're a part of it. Fonts, yet not a single 7-Eleven sells Fanta for less than $18. Young Attila. So drugs. That tells you anything. I need to keep up with my health. But I was just saying, I used to do a lot more than I do currently now. I don't like fuck around with too much hallucinogenics. I think the last time I took a hallucinogenic actually was like, was actually somewhere over there with like a girl, and it was a really chill time. But it was like, that was like a year plus, and you know, like shrooms and nature is just like, so you can't really go wrong with that. I haven't done acid in a minute, but that's because like there's no like actual acid in New York City, or from what I've heard. I heard people go like crazy on that. Forgot what that shit is called, but not PCP, fuck. Whatever. Anyway, the sugar cube shit. But what else is there? Like I did candy flipping before. I did fucking like dehydrated on the beach after Molly, like waking up and that kind of shit. I've been strip searched on Molly. I've been like a lot of things happen. I've taken the plane to California on acid, and then on the way back I had shrooms. Just fantastic. Great way to spend. I was also traveling with my 4 other roommates, so it was really fun. It was like family time and no one else was like tripping with us. So it's just like our own separate world in a really small confined space, 30,000 feet in the sky. What was I gonna say? Just weed, honestly, it's like an addiction at this point. I'm trying to quit a little bit, honestly, because it's just like so it's a lot of money. I spend like at least like half a grand on it a month, you know, and it's like I could be doing that towards promotional stuff, and I'm pretty sure you guys might enjoy that too, you know, like having Young Attila actually be a household name for your local savage. But outside of that, yeah, like just red wine, weed. I mix, if I have to mix gin and tonic or a nice whiskey, just to like wake up your voice, because I do a lot of things that are not good for my voice as a vocalist, like smoking weed and drinking wine and drinking coffee and smoking the occasional cigarette here and there, which is terrible. Don't do that shit. It's so bad for you, especially menthol. Especially like I always go for those, and they're the worst probably for you, but I love that shit. Yeah. What, am I missing any drugs? Non-experimental drugs. I'm off. Yeah, I'm just just weed and wine. Young Attila. Hey, don't do drugs unless you're trying to open up your frame of mind, because it's like unless you're perceptive to it, it won't actually help. It'll just make you. It'll permeate what you currently have into something worse, which is maybe you want that, maybe you don't, but you know. Take it with a friend, take it with a grain of salt, but you know, be sure you're ready. Do your research. Take those 500 milligrams of vitamin C after you take the Molly. Don't be stupid, drink a lot of water. Don't wake up on the beach dehydrated. To the people that are waiting on me to succeed, I'm coming. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna buy you that house, Mom, swear. And for, you know, the people that aren't waiting, the people that are like, watching and waiting for me to fail. Fuck you, man. Fuck that energy. Honestly, keep it to yourself. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Like, big shout out to Mass Faces for fucking with Young Attila, fucking with Vela Plus, and all us. Chubnasio, King Vito, Uchiha, fucking Max Scott. Check us out. We're on all streaming services. Young Attila. Personally, I'm dropping a new mixtape called Moist. I already have a 20-track album called Mixing that I dropped literally January of this year. On the 1st, I did every beat. I mixed, mastered it, I sung, I rapped really fast, I did everything I could, you know what I'm saying? So check that shit out if you have a chance. And check out the Happy music video. It should be coming. Moist the mixtape dropping, if anything, later this August. And yeah, just a lot of shows. Keep that shit, you know, keep your IG posting on my Young Attila page. Follow that shit. Hey. And yeah, that's it. Thanks, Mass Faces. Love you, Mom.
Oh man, I think. Oh no, we got it on that one.
Yeah.